So just like Boris Johnson, Geert Wilders is a kind of Donald Trump figure. But of course he's not a billionaire or a career businessman. He is the leader of the PVV party, which stands for the Party of Freedom. And in the 2012 elections, his party had 15 seats in the parliament. But as the polls predict, he will have 27 seats in March when we will have our election. And that would mean that they will have as many seats as the party that is currently in the majority in the Netherlands. And that might mean that there will be some significant changes. And this enthusiasm for the PVV is primarily because of their stance on immigrants. So there's one issue that many people find troubling about the PVV and Geert Wilders, and that is because the PVV is a one-man party. It's the Geert Wilders party. And as the head of the party, he apparently rules it with the iron fist. Many of the people that used to be part of the PVV that have left because of various reasons. And these reasons include the fact that he rules it with an iron fist. But there's also something else that's quite interesting, and that is because at the moment, as I speak, there's a court case against Geert Wilders because of a statement he made in 2014. So here's the video, and I'll remove the sound and I'll quote what he says. He says, there are three questions that define the PVV, and what are those questions? Well, the first one is, do you want more or less European Union? And the crowd responds with less, less, less. And the second question is, and I quote, and perhaps even more important, do you want more or less PVDA? Which does not mean penis, vagina, dick, ass. It means Partij van de Arbeid, which is the Labour Party. And of course the crowd responds with less, less, less. And the third question, which I'm quoting again, is, which I'm not allowed to say because people will report you to the police, and maybe there are D66, which are the Order 66 enthusiasts.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
No, I'm just kidding. They're the Left Democratic Party. And now I continue with the quote, officials who will drag me to court. But the freedom to express one's opinion is a great good, and we've not said anything that we are not allowed to. We've said nothing that is incorrect. So I ask you, do you want, in this city and in the Netherlands, more or less Moroccans? And the crowd responds with less, 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 less. To which he responds with, well, then we will arrange that. So the last question in this video is the controversial one, and this is the reason why there is a court case against Geert Wilders. So yesterday the prosecution demanded that Geert Wilders pay a fine of 5,000 euros for racial discrimination and hate speech towards Moroccans. One of the arguments to levy the charge of racism was built around the idea that Moroccans have a certain culture and skin color which are part of their race. But I find this quite strange. A Moroccan isn't a racial description because there are Moroccans who do not have the skin color of the majority of Moroccans in Morocco, and they also do not have the majority cultural practices that Moroccans do. In fact, there are non-Moroccans that have the same cultural practices and the same skin color, and those are not Moroccans. So if Moroccan is a racial term, then that should equally apply, but it doesn't because it describes people from a certain country and nothing more. So I'm quite curious to see what the results of this court case will be. Wilders himself has said that he won't attend these court cases because he sees this as a political case that will show what freedom of speech, or vrijheid van meningsuiting, which more correctly means the freedom to express one's opinion, ultimately amounts to in the Netherlands. Now personally I think that the statement in the video isn't an expression of his opinion, so it doesn't fall within the freedom to express one's opinion. He's simply asking a question, and if we're not allowed to ask questions, then I fear that we have a very big problem in our country, because asking questions is how we find out what's wrong with our culture and how we can change things. And if we're not allowed to ask questions about certain things, then how are we supposed to fix anything? So I wanted to end this video with a short clip from the parliament where the members of the PVV hold out a picture of Geert Wilders with an X on his face, and they are then escorted out of the chamber because reasons.